Recipe. Disclaimer. This recipe can be dangerous and is not to be made without supervision and knowledge beforehand. I do not suggest you go out and try this recipe. If you are suicidal and nuts, I still don't suggest you try this recipe. Now, to the true story. I was in a homeless community where wife beaters get murdered and if you steal somebody's cocaine, you almost get murdered. Just crazy stuff. A lot of people on heroin, dope. A lot of people have a lot of issues. There was a guy. I was staying in his apartment after he was homeless and got one. He asked me if I could go get him dope, and I told him no. I don't buy people dope. I don't do that. I don't keep dope in my hand. That's one of my rules. No dope touches my body or hand. Just try to keep it that way, okay? So I told him, because I bought him some wild lettuce. I told him that he could use that for his detoxes. He didn't like it too much, so he had a bag of it put away. Wild lettuce you can't get high off of. It's just tea, so it's perfectly safe for him to use, but it's not strong enough for him at all. So he asked if I can make that stronger at all. I say, well, I can, but we might have to go to the grocery store, spend a $5 bill. I'll go myself, and you're not going to like the taste of it. I don't want you really doing it, and you're going to have to look on your internet and look up every ingredient I give you. He agrees. I go to the grocery store, and I pick up nutmeg. I pick up some vanilla, but real vanilla bean with vanillin. And, what else? Oh, I think I picked up some real CBD someplace at like the pharmaceutical aisle. And then there was, I think, some cough medicine, but it was a special one. It wasn't the regular, it was like a special Delsum or something. Anyways, picked him up a couple ingredients and some Tylenol. Liquid Tylenol for babies. Just some really cheap stuff like at the dollar store. I don't remember how much it cost. Probably more than $5, but whatever. He gave me the money. Came back and I had him look up all the ingredients and why they might help with his detox. Small amounts of Tylenol, no more than 300 milligrams. Got it? Okay. See this nutmeg clove, this nutmeg ball? You cannot take too much. You'll get sick and hungover tomorrow. So you want to put a sprinkle of this when I make you this tea over here. So you got the tea with wild lettuce. You got this one with a mix of herbs that are supposed to help you relax. And, so you got this for your upset stomach too. There's a little bit of bay leaf ginger right here. That was already in your cabinet. So I have him read, and he's sick of me already. He's saying, can I just make me the fucking day already? Just fuck it. I don't want to read anymore. Fuck you. Just fucking. He's getting mad at me because I'm like, read this. Well, this is cool. Read this. No, you gotta read this. I'm not making it if you don't know what it is. And so he's getting mad at me because I'm forcing him to know what he wants to drink. I'm like, if you're gonna drink these ingredients, I want you to put this shit together already for me. You can't even stand up. The guy is sweating, and I'm torturing the guy basically at this point. I'm showing him all this stuff on his own computer. I'm showing, okay, so this has been going back to like 300 years ago. They started using this in the Indian tribes. Side effects can be this and this. Don't go over this dose. Nutmeg here can relieve a lot of the symptoms of opiate withdrawal. It can also cause euphoria and a high, almost like a drunken state, but comes with a super hangover that seems to last forever. So you only want to put a sprinkle on the top, because if you go overboard with this, you will get sick. So you don't want to get high off the nutmeg. You only want to add it to the wild lettuce to make the wild lettuce morphine come out a little more. Because the wild lettuce has morphine in it, but not enough to do anything. Only barely take the edge off. So I mix it all together. He pulls a nip or some alcohol under his bed, puts a splash in the drink I made him. I'm like, the cough medicine I gave him has alcohol in it. He has a Delsum, and I think that has alcohol in it, or I can't remember if it did or not. But anyways, I remember being like, "Oh my god, I should have never done this for this guy. This guy's asking me to tell him every single ingredient that he can buy on the legal market that will help with withdrawal." And I've now given, and I told him, you can't mix these things together. You're gonna have to pick a couple, see what happens, and then wait. I even left out a lot of ingredients. I used a lot more of the ginger and bay leaf and the safer stuff to kind of give him a the cough medicine and the medicines like that. The 300 milligrams of Tylenol I had him take on. I just put that on the side. The Delsum went in, but the cough medicine, the bottle of Robitussin that he already had in the cabinet, I didn't remind him that he had that in there because he was asking that before I left. So I didn't even remind him about that. But he went to the bathroom, so I think he drank that too. The guy was insane. But he had a ginger bay leaf. It had vanilla, but the pure vanilla bean stuff. It had it had clove and cinnamon, and that was for the MDA in it, very small amounts, but it should help him relax. There was a relaxed tea bag in there. Oh, wild lettuce, and a sprinkle of what do you call it? A nutmeg ground on a metal nail file. Only a sprinkle on the top of the tea I made. First, we ran it through tea. Then I added sugar, added a couple different good tasting ingredients, like the ginger and the bay leaf. Then I strained it, let it cool down. Then we added his ingredients. What was, he wanted cough medicine and Tylenol. And they drank the Tylenol, but he put the cough medicine in the drink, and he pulled the booze bottle under the bed, poured it in, and he shotgunned that thing. And then 2 hours later, he had a smile on his face, and he was going hustling for a bag of dope. And he told me I could stay in his house, what he never does. He's like, "You stay here. I'm going out." I'm like, wow, this guy got a newfound confidence. He probably has the liver shutting down too.